So what advice do you give potential mothers who are watching this program in terms of like, you know, pursuing acupuncture, pursuing a midwife, all the options? What kind of advice do you give them when they come to you?
I generally tell them, I don't want to steer them in one direction or another. I have my own opinions, but certainly they're not applicable to everybody. So I tell people to just educate, go online, read about pregnancy, read about the options that are out there, and educate themselves so that they can at least start asking questions in the certain areas. So if somebody, you know, reads a little bit about home births and is like, that is not for me, at least they've educated themselves about that, and they know that they do not want that. And then they can, in New York City, we basically can choose any hospital, so they need to educate themselves about the differences between the different hospitals. They should interview different obstetricians or midwives to see who fits with them. In the same way that you interview a doula, you can interview your OBGYN and a midwife to see who gels with you in terms of philosophy and personality. So if somebody is motivated, then there's actually a lot of information out there that we don't have innately as women that we need to kind of educate ourselves about once we become pregnant.
Are you a mother yourself?
I'm not yet.
So, but you're very prepared.
I hope to be. I hope
you know all about it.
I love this area. I hope to be able to apply it to myself at some point. So.
That sounds like you should be able to.
Anyway. You know, you never know, but I hope.
But again, the women that you deal with, do they come to you like with specific, especially the pregnant women? Do they come to you with specific problem that you say, "Oops, acupuncture will take care of that"? Are there specific areas? Tell us about that, because if somebody's watching and they're pregnant right now and they're having this problem, is there a giveaway? You know, like easy to tell that if you try acupuncture, you're having this problem, we'll take care of it.
Yeah. Pregnancy, nausea is one of them. Sciatica is another. To get a little graphic, hemorrhoids, very, very effective to use with acupuncture. As we get towards the end of pregnancy, breech presentation there's a lot of research on how acupuncture is very effective at helping a baby to turn into the proper position.
Wow.
Which saves a mother from a C-section, which
amazing,
is you know,
of course.
And even further along, there's something called a post-due date pregnancy, where the mother hasn't gone into labor and she's past her due date, and acupuncture is excellent at being able to promote the mother's body into labor so that she, again, doesn't have to have a C-section. Because depending on the hospital and the doctor, most doctors won't let you go past like 10 or 14 days past your due date. Okay,
now that you mentioned doctors, do they resist? So do some of them resist this Asian medicine? What is the relationship like?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's every end of the spectrum. I have doctors that refer to me, and I used to work in an OBGYN office. She, you know, wanted an acupuncturist as part of her practice, and then there are doctors who are like, you know, totally it's hocus pocus. In the middle are hopefully the people who, if they haven't had an experience that convinces them that acupuncture is efficacious, they're at least open to the possibility. The one thing that I get disappointed about is when I hear doctors dissuade their patients from trying acupuncture. At least allow them to try it. You know, acupuncture will never hurt them.
Where do we get a hold of you? We only have like half a minute.
Sure. My website is www.naturalqi.com. It's naturalqi.com. And I can give my phone number, which is 917-533-2097.
It's a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank
Good
you
luck
so much.
Thank you very much. We'll be back soon with another edition of the Bronx Journal.